What's up, people? I am back. I was gonna do a different video today, but I decided to. We'll do the list video I'm thinking later this week, and I'm doing the corn video tomorrow. But today, I just because this was on my mind, I was originally gonna probably do this video closer to. And if you see sweat, it's because it's like fucking hot as balls here right now. But anyway, um, we're gonna be doing since because this was a video I was gonna do in October, but I just want to do it. I'm gonna talk about why I think Michael Myers is the scariest of because there's the horror big three as I call them: Michael, Jason, and Freddy. I would say in general I think of the horror characters, but I just think Michael is the scariest of them all. No disrespect to the other ones. I think the other characters are really good. Fucking Freddy's great, but I'm gonna be real. Freddy to me, the issue is in this. You I talked about this in my Nightmare franchise review. I think Freddy stopped being scary after the fucking first movie, third movie. So he just kind of becomes like a joke. And Jason was never scary to me. Jason was more about let's watch Jason just kill some teenagers. But Michael, to me, the thing that made him stand out is we'll start with he has no motive. We even with like some of the films. Sorry about that. Some of the films that added stuff like quote unquote backstories, and I'm only talking about Michael from one Halloween one. And I'm including some of the sequels, only up to 2018. I'm not counting uh, like the Rob Zombie ones. So, but like Michael's never had a motive. Like you don't. He's never had a real motive for why he stabbed his sister. Just something happened and then he just stabbed his sister. And then yeah, you can argue. I've always said the concept of Freddy's the scariest, but the films make him kind of a joke. And yeah, you can say yeah he killed kids, so he is a bit more evil. But to me, Michael was just pure evil, and then those eyes and that mask. Like I think that's the biggest thing that why. Because I have a friend who I talked to who's even told me this. Like when he watched Halloween as a kid, the number one thing was when he would close his eyes, he would see that mask just staring. Because that's what that mask is, just the blank. And then what Dr. Loomis said, and that's the biggest thing I think that makes him stand out to me. Dr. Loomis, the way he would describe Michael. Because, yeah, Michael is scary in the first movie, but the way Dr. Loomis described him, pale, blank, emotionless face, the blackest eyes, that devil's eye speech is just, that, like, really set the tone. Or even the scene where he's talking about staring past the wall, meaning he was waiting for that Halloween night. Like, that's how scary Michael is. And even in, like, some of the quote unquote bad sequels or weaker sequels, Michael minus H2O, Michael was fucking still pretty good in it. And just like the kills he does, like yeah, Jason and stuff, even to an extent, Freddy, you kind of cheer, especially Jason. But when Michael, that like the biggest example of this was the night was the bathroom scene in 2018. Was it a good kill scene? Yeah, it was, but the way that was shot, I felt bad. Even though there were these characters you saw for only a little bit, you felt bad because like that dude was trying to save his wife, and then bam, just gets killed, and then has to watch his wife, who's he's still a little bit of, he still has some life in him. Just seeing his wife get killed, and it just the music, and that's what like Michael killing you. Like yeah, he's brutal and it's badass, and I do not cheer, but I do enjoy some of the kills, but it's like Michael is scary about it, and his fucking, and I guess you can call it perseverance, or just to get his target with Lori, with We saw it with Lori, with Jamie. Just we saw it with different people, like his like animalistic, focus to get his target and kill anything that gets in his way. And it, like just that's what makes Michael scary. And I think also the original story, like if we were sticking with just the original film, that aspect is kind of realistic. He breaks out of a psycho ward. He already killed his baby sister. That could happen, and he breaks out of a psycho ward and then just goes to a town and and then you go to Halloween 2, where he's just focused on getting Lori, that he continues his slaughter into the night. And then just the most eerie scene in that film is when he was sticking his hand in boiling hot, in that boiling hot tub when he was killing the girl. His non reaction, like to that scalding hot water, and he's just not even reacting. That's what makes him scary to me. And just the music too helps. I think that the score by John Carpenter, and then score by John Carpenter and his son in 2018, just that's what makes Michael scary, is that eerie music. Every time that like Sting would hit, when Michael would like show up out of nowhere, and or that chase music when he would chase Lori is just so epic. And then obviously the main theme, it just Michael to me has the most recognizable horror theme. Then I would say Jason's after that, because the that's really recognizable. That Halloween too. Even like a layman knows what that is. Or at least it's somewhere I've heard. Even like just non Halloween theme, like based on the movie, haunted houses play that song, you know? And just like I said, Dr. Loomis is a big part. That his description, and it just his, because he knows what Michael really is, and the fact that it takes people dying to really see, like I said, I mentioned the scene where he was talking about Michael staring past the wall. Like that's telling right there that how relentless Michael is. Because he's staring to this night. He was ready for this night. That night, October 31st of 1978, or 30th is when he broke out. And just that whole thing with Michael, and the fact that, hold on, sorry about that, but Michael to me just the fact that that's the other thing, when you like look outside and he's staring at you and he can just like disappear like that disappearing act. That fact he could just be there and he will come for you wherever you are. I mean, even traveling to California out of his area. Like, Michael Myers to me is the scariest. And no, like I said, no disrespect to the others. And I will give Freddy has the concept of Freddy will always be the scariest, just because, you have to sleep at some point. But in my opinion, Michael's still pretty scary in some of the sequels. Freddy, to me, after the third film, is stopped being scary. Jason, to me, was never scary. He was almost like an anti-hero in a way, where you're just, oh shit, fuck him up, Jason. That's kind of how I look at it. Whereas Michael, like, I kind of want him to fuck him up, but then it's also, you feel bad for some of the people. And the fact that, oh, this is another thing I didn't mention. Michael kills kids. Yeah, Freddy did, but Freddy killed kids when he was the Springwood slasher. Once he became the Freddy we know, he was killing teenagers. Michael flat out kills a kid in 2018. I mean, and then attempted to kill a kid in 2 movies, killed Jamie in 2 movies in 4 and 5. I think even almost running a kid over. In 2018, he flat out killed a kid. Like, I don't think Freddy or Jason, you'll see that. Like, Michael's pure evil. And he'll kill animals, he'll kill anything. And then that's the other thing I think that makes him scary, because people don't like it when doggies get hurt. That's the one thing, like, I remember showing a friend Halloween, that's the one scene they always get a little iffy about. I mean, they, like, everything else is fine. It's just, I mean, not everything else is fine. They still say it's a scary movie, but that's the one thing that really gets them, is the dog. Because Michael is pure evil. He'll kill anything that gets in his way, and that's that, and that's why he's my favorite horror villain. I think he's the scariest, because I could see that point, that white mask with no. For me, I always prefer Michael when you don't see his eyes and he just has those black holes. That mask is like just staring in that original Shatner mask, by the way, because that original Shatner mask and the 2018 mask, to me, when I see those masks, I could see a kid freaking the fuck out at that. Yeah, so 20, it's gotta say, Michael Myers is awesome. And yeah, this is a video I was originally gonna do in October when we get closer to Halloween and Halloween Kills, but I felt like I just needed to do this video this week. This video came, an idea came, and yeah. So, tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about corn, why I love them, and I'm gonna be talking about, I think I might do the list video tomorrow, or I'll find something else to talk about. We'll see. But, alright, guys. Fuck James Mangold. Fuck Warner Brothers. Fuck Disney. Fuck One Ring. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.